1 and the 2 and the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the anarchy with me on the exciting guy. Cudy was nice enough to send me the Switch for review. No money was exchanged, but I do get to keep it. I was kind of amazed by how small this box is. Let's see inside to see if there's any air in it. No knives around me. This'll do. Create unique every day. Alright, will do. Come on, come out. Ah, there it is. So it's even smaller than the box it comes in. Yeah, it's a Switch. Nothing too fancy about that, right? It's got some holes so you can hang it in your Christmas tree or so. Paperwork. Ah. Right, there's a USB cable included. Nice! It's a C2C cable, and I believe it's only for power. I don't think you can manage it over USB. But man, a USB-powered Switch alone is nice to have. Just plug it into your router to instantly get some extra ports. And 2.5 gigabit ports as well. Looking at the price, it's not even that much more expensive than most unmanaged 2.5 gigabit switches, and those need their own adapters to run. It's rated for a maximum of 6 watts over 4.8 to 12 volts. When I plug it in, my USB meter thingy shows a usage of 0.21 amps, so just over 1 watt. Plugging in the cable to my room switch raises that to 0.31 amps, so just about 1.5 watts. With each system I plug in, the power draw adds up. But with all ports filled, it's still not even using 1 amp. 0.78 amps to be precise, so less than 4 watts. Pretty nice. I haven't seen it gone up much. Not even a whole amp on the meter. This is a managed switch, but its default configuration lets you use it as an unmanaged one as well. All of the systems connected are working right after I plug them in. My home network is in the pretty generic 192.168.1/24 range. The switch's default address is 192.168.2.1 though. So let's add an extra IP address in that range to my system. Oh, that added as a /32 address. That's not too useful. That's better. Let's remove the other one to be sure. Alright, let's open the management interface. Set a password. Oh, you can only use alphanumeric characters and underscores. Very safe, very secure. Let's just remove the exclamation mark from my super reliable password. Let's see, some system info, IP settings. You can use DHCP as well. System lock seems pretty basic. When I download it, I'll just get the same info in a text file. Under port management, we've got basic things to enable or disable a port and set the speed and switch flow control on or off. Oh, and we can label ports. I guess that could be useful. We can manage port trunks, which is a way of binding interface together for failover and or load balancing. I guess that could be useful for some home labbers among us. Port mirroring? What? Hey, Brian. Brian?
Oh, hey, Michelle. Sorry about that. Just doing some Windows updates.
Well, you seem to have the right tools for the job. Hey, I wanted to ask you a question about this switch. There's a mirror inside?
A mirror in the switch?
Yeah, it says so right here. Do they keep Cinderella in here as well? Here, have a look for yourself.
Oh no, she is in there. I will get you out of there, ma'am. But that's not what that setting's about. A port mirror, or sometimes called a monitor session, is a thing that you can set up on your Switch that you might use for like a security appliance or maybe troubleshooting an application. What it lets you do is, it lets you pick like all the traffic going in and out of some port and then map that over to some other port as well. And that destination port is now going to get a copy of all the traffic that was going in and out of the other one. The only thing you got to watch out for there is that destination port now can't do any normal talking. So if you, whatever like computer that you got hooked up to that destination again, it's going to need like Wi-Fi or some other NIC to be able to actually talk on the network if you need to. That's the only gotcha with it.
Right. That explains a lot.
Thanks for calling, and hey, I think you're going to need this.
Thanks.
Ooh, and if you want even more details on that, I got a video going too. Ba-da-da-da.
I guess I'm going to watch that video next. Thanks. Alright, well, if you want to learn more about that, go watch Brian's review of this unit. He'll explain this in more detail. Next, we've got speed limiting. You can limit network speed for a specific port in steps of 32 kilobytes per second. Make sure those siblings of yours get what they deserve. Jumbo frames? Well, I guess you should ask Brian about that. Storm control, traffic monitoring, port isolation, loop prevention. All useful stuff for sure. There's VLAN control. And here's what I meant when I said it's configured in a way that allows you to use it as an unmanaged switch. All ports are in untagged VLAN 1, so they can all talk to each other. If you want to isolate some ports together, you can use VLANs to do so. Using tagged VLANs, you can have VLANs live over multiple network switches as well. If this is available, why is there port isolation as well? Good question. No idea. Under MAC management, we can see which MAC addresses are bound to which VLANs and ports. And some stuff I don't understand. QoS gives you the ability to prioritize certain ports over others, which could be useful for things like streaming servers. Not sure what DSCP prioritizing does compared to the basic QoS thingy. Go ask Brian, I bet he knows. Under tools we can upgrade the firmware or reboot a switch, things like that. So for a very reasonable price, this thing has a lot to offer. I am missing some things like SNMP and syslog features, which would be nice to monitor the device without having to use the web interface. There should be a possibility to use a cloud-based app later on though, but personally I'm not a huge fan of that. I'd rather have it connect to my own monitoring solution. I did test throughput using iPerf3 on 4 machines. Can't really check that 5th port simultaneously, but it's perfectly capable of saturating at least 4 ports at full speed. I haven't seen power draw gone up at all during this test, by the way, so it seems to do this without a sweat. When I first did this test, the unit felt quite hot afterwards, but to be fair, it was quite hot in my room as well, as we're in the tail of a heat wave and I was sweating a lot in here as well. The next morning I redid the test even longer than before and there was no heat issue at all. Not to mention that this time the switch had been powered on all night. So I guess not having active cooling in a hot room is not ideal for this thing. Something to keep an eye on if you're planning on having a home lab in a closet. That's about it for today. There's a link to this unit in the description of this video, with a 10% discount code for those in the US or the Netherlands. If you want to learn more about networking in general, don't forget to check out Brian's channel for Get IT. He can tell you all about VLANing and port mirroring and all that good stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.